Wake up, Jacob. Israelite prepper. I was just thinking about something, and I was looking at a few videos, researching and stuff to that nature, things of that nature. And thinking about economic takeover. I was thinking about how one country can take over another country without a gun, without a rocket, without a missile, without a grenade. Just go in and take over a country. Now, how you do it is through what's called economic hitmen. There are things, a book out on that, and there was a guy actually talking about his job was to be an economic hitman. And in short, how he did it. Now, remember, none of this is illegal. Okay, none of this is illegal. But how he did it, in short, is that you can take over a country financially, and you do that by putting that country in hock. It means the country can't pay you back. But you say, well, how is that done? Well, what happens is that the corporation or a government will investigate a country, a third world country will identify a third world country with resources that they covet. Oil, gold, diamond, silver, things like that, of course, that they covet. And then they'll go to them and say, hey, listen, let's build an infrastructure for you guys, borrow some money to build an infrastructure, hydropower, highways, roads, plants, power plants, things like that, just that's going to benefit the country, that third world country. And so they go ahead and they do that. And what happens is that person, that economic hitman, will go back to that country after some time because that third world country cannot repay the debt. And they'll say, okay, well, sell us your oil for cheap, or sell us your gold, your silver, or let us do certain things for cheap, or support us, in the world, in the UN, vote with us, go with us, send troops to, where we're going to be, allow us to put up a, military base or whatever, it could be some real estate, could be anything, whatever resource that they would covet, because hey, you guys can't pay back this debt. But they knew full well they couldn't pay the debt in the first place. And so you can take over a country by simply putting them in debt, and they go for it. Now remember, these things, these infrastructures don't benefit that third world countries, the indigenous people. It really doesn't benefit. It benefits the few wealthy that may be there because they'll have the companies and things like that. Now remember, this loan won't come right from the World Bank straight to that third world country. No, it'll go to a big, conglomerate, industrial conglomerate, Halliburton, things like that. And then they will go in and build these roads and these infrastructures and these plants and things like that. But the poor people in a third world country, they don't have vehicles, they don't have cars, they don't have all that stuff. So that's not going to really benefit them. But it does benefit the companies, the corporations here, and it benefits the few wealthy in the other country that are in cahoots, if you will, that are in alignment with that. So the rich keep getting richer, the poor keep getting poorer, so on and so forth. So this whole economic takeover of countries is real. And people wonder, like, wow, this quote unquote third world country is resource rich. It could be coffee, it could be oil, it could be gas, it could be anything, right? But why is it still a poor third world country? Because they don't have the skills, the know-how, they've been taken advantage of, or they, they'll sell those resources for really, 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 really cheap. And then the resource is sold back to them for twice or triple or quadruple the price. You can take cacao from these countries or whatever, and manufacture it and sell them chocolate. You see, so the people that are on top, the Gentiles that are on top, that rule the world, they're very savvy, very, very crafty. And if you don't know their devices, if you don't understand, their mindset, you don't understand how they view the world or how they view you, then you get taken advantage of. It's like we as Israel, we sometimes we don't understand what it means to be in want of all things. Everything that we buy, everything that we do, our money goes to another nation because we have need of what they have, or we simply have a want. In our neighborhood, everything is going to go back to a Gentile. Not everything. Some things will go back to another Hebrew that may not be, may not be Israel, but it may go to our money may go to an Edomite or Ishmaelite. Okay. Let me put it in terms of the day. Where does our money go? Our money goes to the Arabs. Our money goes to Asians. Our money goes to Europeans. Everything that we need, okay, everything, okay. We have some unawakened Israelites where they go buy hair and nails and what. Who's doing your hair at these hair shops? Who's doing your? Who are you buying your hair from? How are you getting your nails done? Who's doing that for you? Who are you buying your food from? Where are you getting your chicken and your waffles and your pizza and stuff? Where are you getting these from? Who are the people who do that? Who are these captains of industry that we want of everything you want comes from someone else and not Israel. Everything you want, everything you use, the car you drive, the car I'm driving. You think an Israelite built this car? Did an Israelite build your car? Do we own the automotive industry? No. What about the alcohol that we drink? What Israelite owns the alcohol industry? Do we own that? No. So that's what I'm just talking about in want of all things. Now I'm not preaching separatists and don't deal with that. I'm preaching, or I'm talking about just being aware. What you do with the information is completely up to you. Just being aware. Okay? Just being aware. That's all I'm talking about. So we are in want of all things, truly. Because everything we get it from someone else or some other nation. Okay? Now, I also want to come on here to just say, hey guys, let's live stream tomorrow. There's a lot of us who don't, observe, the National Day of Mourning or Thanksgivings or anything like that. We just don't. So tomorrow, let's see, I think about 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be doing a live stream. And if you guys are not, not hanging out with other families and not observing that day, if tomorrow is just another fifth day or Thursday to you, join me on the live stream. Shalom, shalom, Candace Washington. Sorry guys, I can't really look at the screen because I am driving, so I can't really do that. But just join me tomorrow, 10 a.m. Share, talk to some other people, let them know, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that, so we can just talk. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk about Israel versus Israel. What are we doing? What are we doing? There's a lot going on in Israel. A lot going on in Israel. Let's talk about it. You guys seen things and heard things or whatever. Bring that to the table. Let's put it on the table. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Like I said, I want to do it tomorrow about 10 a.m. I know there's a Hebrew conference tomorrow. I mean, I won't be attending, but I know there's I think it's Dry Bones conference or something like that. But let's talk about it. Not everybody's gonna go to that, so let's just talk about it. Let's get it in, and let's see what's going on out there. And I just want to cover a couple things as far as civil war in Israel. Let's just touch on a few things. I'm talking about looking at the whole landscape, really. So let's touch on that tomorrow. You guys who, tomorrow is just another day. Awesome. If you happen to be off because of the type of job you have, even better. Even better. So join me on the live stream tomorrow. Tell other Israelites, because they're wondering, like, well, what do we do? We don't observe Thanksgiving and all that. We don't do that. So what do we do? All right, let's talk. Let's get together. All right. So I will see you all tomorrow on the live stream, Israel versus Israel. Tell somebody else about it. Let's jump on the live stream. Let's talk about it. Until next time, wake up, Jacob. Shalom, shalom.